Hi, my name is Abby, and I'm going to be doing Bible studies every morning for a year because my goal by June 13th, I think, yeah, by June 13th of 2027, I want to have my whole Bible read, cover to cover. And it's just been a really big goal of mine because I've really been wanting to strengthen my relationship with Christ recently because I feel like I've been slowly drifting away and I don't really like that. So I'm going to start doing daily vlogs on here and basically just trying to better myself. And this is mainly to hold me accountable. And if people want to watch, that would be cool. So, yeah. There's not going to be much editing to these because, one, I don't know how to do that. And two, yeah, I don't know. There's not going to be much editing because I don't know how to do that. And this isn't really meant to be fully entertaining. This is mainly just for me to stay accountable with myself and actually read my Bible every single day. Except, yeah. And I have my, reading plan in my bio. So, if you want to take a look at that. So, we're going to start in Matthew. And I'm pretty sure how this is going to work is I'm just going to read the chapters for the day. And then I'm going to come back and talk about them. Okay? Because I feel like doing a read aloud would take a lot longer. And I'm not the best read alouder. Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah. So I'm going to read, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to read to, I'm going to read to chapter 8 because I already started Matthew because I kind of got excited. And I'm on chapter 8, so I'm kind of just going to skim until I get to chapter 8. Well, I'm going to read. I'm just going to, read a little quicker than I would normally because I already took notes and I'm already, done till chapter 8. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, wow, that was a lot. I'm back on Matthew 1 now, and I'm going to talk about some quotes that, really stuck out to me. And that's not as many, chapters as I'm going to read in a normal day, but I read all those, last week, so I felt like I could just, skim through them, because I kind of wanted to start on, an even chapter, if that makes sense. I'm starting at the New Testament, because I was told that this is the best place to start to get you the most interested and to not just start at the beginning of the Bible. So that's what I'm doing. I'm reading Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and then I'm not fully sure what's after that. It's in my reading plan in my bio if you want to take a look at that. So, yeah. Oh, the first thing I highlighted was do not be afraid. And every time I see do not be afraid, it was in Matthew 1 verse, at the end of verse 20. It was near the end. And it said do not be afraid, and I always highlight it because whenever angels come to people in dreams, they say do not be afraid. And I kind of feel like that has a deeper meaning that fully hasn't come to me yet, in a way, because I've been really thinking about it and why they say do not be afraid every time they come to people in dreams. I have it highlighted a bunch in Genesis when I was originally just trying to start at the beginning of the Bible, and that didn't really, it worked. I read most of it. I read I think I just read all of Genesis and then I got bored. But that's beyond the point. That's what this is for. And a bunch of these were just highlights that went with my personal life mainly, and just some Bible study stuff, because I have a Bible study. Well, I don't run it. I go to a Bible study with my friends. And then the next one that I have highlighted is just the words "and he healed them," because, it was in Matthew 4 verse 24 at the very end. And the whole verse is, and his fame went down through all of Syria, and they brought him to all sick people who were afflicted with various diseases and torments, and those who were demons possessed, epileptics, I know it's epilepsy, but I don't know how to like say that. I don't know. Epileptics and paralytics, and he healed them. Okay, that was a struggle to read, but my main reason for highlighting this was it just said, and he healed them. And those are really like diseases that are like a big deal, and they're like they're life threatening, and pretty much in a lot of cases. And he healed them just shows like his power, and like, I don't know, and it just shows how powerful he is. I don't really know much more to say than that. But, oh, and then the next one I highlighted. I like this. It's Matthew chapter 5, verses 21 through 26. And I know this is a lot, but like, I'm just like summarizing it, how I kind of read it. And I read it as like, all sins are equal in the Lord's eyes, because I remember I saw this like thing, but I don't remember where I saw it. It might have been at church. I'm not sure. But it was like a bar chart thing, and it was a bar graph, and it was a bar graph like from the top, and you can't tell which number is higher and which one's lower, and it was just like all of them are equal because you're looking at them from the top, and it was just like how God sees sins. And yeah, I just thought that was really impactful to me, and I really think about it really often. And yeah, and then the next one I have highlighted, oh my gosh, this was a lot. Okay, was Matthew chapter 5, verse 30. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than your whole body be cast into hell. I like this verse because it's basically just saying like, whatever causes you to sin, get rid of it. Like, if it was like, I don't really know how to give examples, but like, if your phone is causing you to sin, get rid of it. If one of your friends is causing you to sin, I'm not saying like cut them off, because like that's really rude. Like, I'm not saying I would do that. I'm saying like distance yourself, because I just feel like, I don't know, that's really mean. Like, obviously if they're causing you to do bad things, like it depends on how bad it is, but like cut them off. Like slowly, obviously. Don't just be like, I can't be friends with you anymore. That's what I would do. That was a bit too long of a ramble of just saying get rid of that friend. But, and, oh, this one's good, because I feel like I honestly need help with this one sometimes. So it's Matthew chapter 5, verse 36. Nor shall you swear by your hand, because you cannot make one hair white or black. But let your yeses be yes, and your no be no. For whatever is more than these is the evil one. And that was actually verses 36 through 37. And I feel like this is a very good verse about like lying, because like it's saying make sure your yeses are yeses and your nos are nos, because like, I don't know, I think about this often because I used to have a really bad lying problem. I was like in elementary school, but still, and sometimes I'll catch myself saying like little white lies, and I just need to stop doing that, because that's what I said under this was like white lies. Like, what's the point? They're not like, you know what I mean, like just little white lies. I feel like those need to stop. It's just like not good, and it makes people not trust you as much. And yeah, okay, my next verse was chapter 6, verse 24. No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate on one and love the other, or else he will be loyal to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. Oh my gosh, this is such a good verse that I need to take into my life a lot, because basically it's saying you can't serve man and God. Like, you can't serve your like human, like worldly things and also be serving God at the same time. One has to be like more than the other. And just letting you guys know, my fun drink of the day is not very fun. It's coffee with, it's like, it was ice, but now it's watered down. And it has like some almond milk in it. And I don't really like it that much, but I'm really tired today because I had to wake up early. Because my only ride to the gym was my sister, and she was leaving super early. So I had to wake up early. But it's fine. Now it's like 9 o'clock, and I'm good. But, sorry, I got sidetracked. I was really thirsty. So, basically, this is, I don't know, this first, like, there's more to it than I can just say. Because, like, you can't be serving God, but also be serving, like, worldly things. I know I already said that, but, like, I feel like that just needs to be said a bunch of times. Like, shout it from the rooftops, for real. And, I don't know. It's just saying that. But, basically, yeah. You can't. I'm trying to think of an analogy for this, but, like, you can't. I'm just gonna go to the next verse. Okay. Because that verse is, like, so deep. I'm gonna pray on it tonight, and I'm gonna see if I can come back with something else for you guys, because some of these are very, like, complicated that like I can't fully think of why these are in here, so I have to pray on them and ask if the Holy Spirit can help me, like, to figure out what these are about or what they're trying to tell me. So I'll get back to you guys on that one later, because that's a very strong verse. Like, yeah. Okay. That might have been my last one. Oh my gosh. This one's such a good verse. I love it. Okay. So it's Matthew chapter 7, verses 24 through 26. We talked about this at church yesterday, and I love it so much. Like, I was reading it on, I think, Friday or Thursday at a coffee shop when I was reading my Bible. That's where I kind of read a lot of this, because and I wanted to. So, I love this verse. So, 20, therefore, whoever hears this saying of mine, and does them, I will liken them to a wise man who built his house on the rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on the house, and it did not fan, for it was founded on rock. But everyone who hears this saying of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on sand. Now, that was a bit hard for me to read, because I do kind of have, like, a really weird worded Bible, but I can understand it well. I just can't, I just can't read it out well. Like, because I just got a new one, and I really like it, because I painted it and stuff. So I'm probably not gonna, oopsie, I don't know if you could hear anything I just said, but, so I don't really want to get a new one for a little bit. But this verse basically means, like, someone who has, like, a firm foundation on the Lord will not be swept away by little things. And somebody who has, like, a slight or, like, a lukewarm sort of faith, maybe me. Definitely me, actually, for a really long time. And I'm done being lukewarm. Like, I want to be all in or all out. Not all out. You know what I mean, though. So, yeah. I want to be the wise man who built his house on the rock. And I know this is just, like, an analogy, but, like, yeah, we were talking about it at church, and some people it might not make sense to, because you can't tell that the house is built on sand, because they showed us, like, a picture of what the area, like, looked like without, like, it was just, like, grassy kind of, so you couldn't always tell if the house was built on sand, but you can see it when the storm would come and they would get swept away. But the people who had their houses on rock didn't get swept away. And I just felt like I just loved that and at that service. Well, yeah. That's the end of my reading for today. But I mainly wanted to talk about why I'm starting this. It's because when I was at church on Sunday and for like 2 or 3 months, I don't know, I just been feeling called to do something to like strengthen my faith even more. And I tried doing things where like I would read at least one chapter of my Bible every single day, and it just didn't stick. Like, it didn't really work out my best. Like, I'd go strong on a Bible reading schedule for like 2 weeks, and then I would just be like, then I would just quit. And I'm not quitting this. I'm going to try so hard to do this. Like, I am going on a little trip this weekend, but not really a trip. I'm going to my cousin's graduation party, so I don't know if I'm going to really be able to make a video, but I am going to read my chapters in the car, so believe me. And today is the first day, and I'm very excited to, oh my gosh, I didn't put my bookmark in. It's fine. I'll do it after. I know where I was. I was on Matthew chapter 8, but I didn't finish it. Well, I didn't start it. And that's what we're going to start tomorrow. We're going to read Matthew chapter 8 through chapter 11 or 12, however long I feel like reading. And yeah, you can check out my bio for the like uploading schedule kind of thing. And yeah, I'm going to try and be doing these every single morning before school, like when school starts up, because obviously this is going to be really easy to keep up during the summer, but when school starts, I'm going to have to wake up pretty early, but that's fine. It's all going to be worth it in the end, and it's going to make me much happier of a person and much better of a person. And I'm probably going to try and edit them either during school or after school. I probably will not have Wi-Fi during school, so I'll probably end up editing them after school and posting them at like dinner time probably. So, but now I'll just edit them right after and then I'll post them later. But yeah, I'm so excited for where this is going to go, and if anybody watches these, that would be really nice, but nobody has to. This is mainly for me to journal my progress of becoming becoming closer to Christ and becoming just better. And if you can't tell, very low budget. These are my mom's headphones that I'm using as a microphone. And I hope the audio is good. I know it's probably not the best, but I might get an actual microphone later so I don't have to hold it every time I talk, because I feel like I kind of have shaky hands. So I hope this doesn't affect the audio. Probably won't. I hope it won't. And yeah, I can't wait to see where this goes, and thank you for watching if anybody's watching. But if you have any prayer requests, leave them in the comments. I might start doing a daily prayer, because I also need to work on my prayer schedule and making it better. So yeah, if any prayer requests are in the comments, you could comment those, or I could do a daily prayer. I don't know. This is the first day, so this was kind of just like a tester-ish sort of thing. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, and remember that I love you and Jesus loves you.